Hey guys, it's Dawson here, and I got another video for you guys, and it's another PlayStation Vita game review. And today we're reviewing Mortal Kombat. As I usually like to do, I like to just keep it to the facts, keep the video short and sweet. So with that being said, we're just gonna get right into it. Mortal Kombat on the Vita is definitely a fun experience. It's not bad with the way it was ported over or the controls. The controls actually are quite well from what I remember. I actually played it a couple days ago. They played well. I didn't have any major complaints, and it's a good game. It's definitely a fun story to play through. The ladder game mode is definitely fun up to an extent. You don't want to play just that, and the multiplayer was fun while it lasted, and I'll get to that later on in the video. The game also features Kratos as a playable character, which is a PlayStation Vita and PS3 exclusive, which I think is awesome that they added him in. And it features the DLC character, Freddy Krueger. We all know who that is from Nightmare on Elm Street. And it also has a little area called the Crypt. And like when you do fights in the story mode and when you get farther, in the ladder mode, you get these tokens, I believe. I don't remember how they did it, but you get these points. And you can go into the crypt and use these points to unlock costumes and basically they're like calling cards from Call of Duty, and just overall pretty cool things to collect. And it's definitely a fun thing to do, kind of grind and just get the crypt complete. It's really, really fun. And I love the whole style of the crypt. Like when you unlock things, you're like digging up graves, or you're like cutting people down from hanging from the tree. It really plays into the creepiness that Mortal Kombat has in a way. So I thought that was pretty cool. But sadly, that's the last of the good things I can say about this game. The game suffers from bad graphics disease, and a lot of games on the Vitas does this. The cutscenes look phenomenal. You're like, oh my god, this is like an exact copy of the PS3 game. This is amazing. I love my Vita. I love this game. I'm gonna marry this thing. And then the dialogue, like, you know, when the fight starts, the characters say something. You're like, what the fuck? Whoa, what? It's a DS game. Oh my god. Why did I just spend $300 for this console when it plays DS games? Jesus. And like the frame rate, pretty bad in some sections. Most of the time it's fine, but I will say a point in the story. It's not too far in, but spoiler alert, spoiler. Okay, that was very annoying, but now that I got that out of the way, Scorpion kills Sub-Zero, and when he takes him down into the underworld, there's some frame rate drops there, and it's not too bad, but it's definitely something that needs to be mentioned for just a lookout for you guys. And it doesn't feature all characters. I know I was saying earlier that it had Kratos and Freddy Krueger, but that's it. It has, it's got the normal characters, but from DLC characters, those are the only ones they got. They don't have the other DLC characters that were in the Complete Edition, which is basically the special edition that was on PS3 and Xbox 360. And it's very unforgiving with the fights, and I'm fine with that. It's definitely supposed to be brooding and hard for you, but it comes a point in time when you start asking yourself, what am I doing with my life? Once you die for the 500th time trying to beat Shao Kahn, you kind of question your sanity on why you're wasting your life doing that when you can't get past it. And the last point, okay, this one's very important. We need to just take it in, okay? Everybody just turn your volume up and just be quiet. They shut down the multiplayer servers, okay? So when the game was released, they had story mode, ladder mode, co-op, and multiplayer. Now it still has all those options, but multiplayer will load infinitely if you go onto it because they shut down the servers. I don't remember why. I think the company just stopped supporting the game because it hasn't had one update the whole lifespan of the game. And that's kind of sad, so they can't really fix the glitches or anything. But the main problem is just no multiplayer in general, because once you beat the story mode, it is a good story mode, but once you beat it a couple times and you play the ladder through a good bit, it's not fun anymore because you ran out of things to do. There is always the crypt, but once you beat that once, you don't want to do it again. That thing is huge. You do not want to beat the crypt twice. So with no multiplayer, you just easily get burnt out of the game because there's nothing else to do. There's no real competitive aspect to the game that most games need to kind of stay alive. Like Call of Duty, imagine a Call of Duty game without multiplayer. You have solo zombies and solo campaign. It's not fun. You're competing with yourself. That's boring. You want to compete with people. Prove your dominance. But also, a problem with the no multiplayer. This is for all you trophy guys, okay? I know there's a couple trophy hunters that follow me, well, subscribe to me. You guys like getting platinums, and so do I. There's a trophy on Mortal Kombat to, I think there's a couple about multiplayer, to win a match, and I think it's like to lose 2 matches in a row and then come back and win or something like that. And now that there's no multiplayer, it's literally impossible to get those 2 trophies, which means it's literally impossible to get the platinum. So yeah, that's about it for the review. I don't have any other things wrong with this game or really good about it. I really sat down for like a week straight trying to think of good things about the game. And I know that sounds pretty bad, but it's not a bad game. It's just a little disappointing. Out of 10, I'd probably get a 5. And like I said, it's not like I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 because it sucks. It's just disappointing, and it's not fun after 3 months of continuous playing. I don't want to play Mortal Kombat, and I've had it for years. I haven't played it in years, so yeah. But tell me what you guys think about Mortal Kombat down below in the comments. If you have the game, tell me if you love it or if you hate it or it just doesn't matter to you. If you're new, make sure to hit subscribe and leave a like, turn on post notifications so you won't miss another video, and check out my playlist of other PS Vita game reviews such as God of War, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, Killzone, Call of Duty, Resistance, PlayStation All-Stars, and many more. So just go check that out. It'll be in the top right. It'll probably be in the video in the last 20 seconds. It may be up right now. I don't know. And it's probably in the description, but I might forget. So just be on the lookout. There's 3 different ways. Check it out. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And peace